Hello everybody, welcome back to the A6 showcase. Hello Khaled, the Phoenix. As Villani is, the FCU is the best, in my opinion. We'll have to agree to disagree. I am Anian, born and raised. Leaving some sleepy dragon lurks. I totally get you, Scry. I've got both caffeine and water. Alright, so before we begin, there's a little bit of housekeeping that we need to go over. If you check your channel points, you should see that there is a new um, community challenge. The A6 Scarface run. Yeah, that thingy. Um, it's set for 200 or for 280,000 points, and it's supposedly for 30 days, but it should be more 30 streams. But I kind of stream almost every day anyway, so we'll figure that out. You'll probably hit it before then. But as the description says, we'll go ahead and do the appropriate mission for the first plane. But as it says, if you redeem it, I will be forced, or I will do a playthrough where I can only use this aircraft. Civics history with raspberries. I will get to that as soon as I'm done describing the challenge. So for that playthrough, if you guys manage to make the challenge, I will do a full playthrough where I'm only able to use this aircraft. Shamrock will also be locked to this as well. I'll try and make it as faithful to Ace 2 as I possibly can. So, no allied support, no frontline landings. It will be on hard difficulty. However, I do reserve the right to use the return line, because 120 aphids won't be enough. No, Phoenix. If Shamrock gets this plane, he will not have SP weapons. Because this plane does not have SP weapons. Yeah, I know that Ace 2 didn't have return lines, but just because Ace 6 has so many more targets compared to Ace 2, I'm reserving the right to use the return line. Well, I'm just gonna have him stick on cover because you aren't able to control Slash or Edge, at least not in Legacy. So, I won't be able to control him either. He'll just be doing his own thing. So yeah, that is the community challenge. Hello, Nugget. Hey, Bearcoot. As for Civics with Rosgrees, / history, it's a once per stream thing. You can redeem it, come up with a topic that you want me to talk about that is, one, not political, and two, has something to do with American civics or history. And I will do my best to impart whatever knowledge I have on it. If I am not familiar enough with the topic, or if I deem it too political, I will either refund your points or ask you to come up with a different topic. But yeah, that's what civics/history with Rosgreaves is. Because I like talking about history. And so yeah, that's what that came from. But anyway, let's start with the showcase, shall we? We're doing Liberation of Grace Maria, and we're going to be using the F-15E Strike Eagle. The F-15 is one of the best multi-roles in the game. As you can see, I've got a lot of kills with it. If we look at the hex stats, we got a high speed stat, above average air-to-air, air-to-ground, stability, and defense. The only thing that's average about this plane is its mobility, but you wouldn't know it by flying it. The F-15E adds a variety of air-to-ground modifications to the already excellent air superiority design of the F-15. It can be distinguished from its predecessor by the conformal fuel tank center of the fuselage, fitted to extend attack range without sacrificing payload. And those conformal fuel tanks definitely help. It's armed with 180 AIM-9C Sidewinders for its standard missiles. It comes with 60 XMA-6s, also known as the AIM-20 AMRAAM. We've got 60 Mark 84 unguided bombs, 30 CBU-87 self-forging fragment submunitions, and 64 AGM-65 Mavericks. Team Civics with Rosgreaves. What is the history behind the American Dream? Wow, the American Dream. Well, that is definitely an interesting topic. The American Dream is more or less an ideal.
How about my weapons? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
It's meant to be... Excuse me. It's meant to be the ability to essentially go from rags to riches. The freedom to do whatever you want to do, to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Garuda team, time to take off.
A lot of American heroes embody the ideal of the American dream as being a self-made man or woman.
All planes, commence with mission. We're gonna take back Gracemeria today.
Now, it doesn't always work out. I mean,
I couldn't get your own mothers to stop you now. All planes assume attack formation.
Been having some bumps in the road on my American dream, but
Roger. Let's move.
Basically, it's more or less about having the freedoms and opportunity to be the best
Bombs away.
person that you can be. And I say opportunity because it's up to you in order to seize it. The ideal American dream gives you equal opportunity, a level starting position, but it doesn't always end up equal on the finish line.
SAM locked onto you. Shamrock's engaging.
Which is, I mean, it's up to you to seize the opportunities that are set before you. If you don't take them, well, that's your fault. But there's always some risk pursuing your dream, and that just comes with the territory. I'm trying the best I can. It's you'd think a Native American citizen, not like actual Native American, but an American that's native born. You know what I mean? Would be able to articulate it better, but it's an ideal more than anything. Ow! Fucker! I'm glad glad you're able to get something out of my ramblings.
We have radar lock on. The mission is going smoothly. Steel gunners have approached the runway.
Probably not, Phoenix. I would love them to remake A6. As long as they keep the gameplay the same. Yeah, it could definitely use a better written story. But because of just how poorly it did in sales, I don't think it's a priority. And yeah, Nugget, it is an ideal. It doesn't always come into practice, but it's what gives a lot of Americans hope. Which I think is the most important thing. And A6 Remastered would be nice. But
we have radar lock on.
I don't think it needs it right now. A6 still looks pretty good. Granted, it's showing its age a little bit, but it's still one of the better looking games. The only thing I would do would be take out the gray on gray color palette. That seemed to affect a lot of 2007 era games. Oh, nope, shit. That's what I get for trying to target fixate. Yep, derp. Herp derp.
All planes, commence with mission. We're gonna take back Racemeria today.
Ghost Eye, if you want us to wait, now's the time to intervene.
I couldn't get your own mothers to stop you now. All planes, assume attack formation. Take them all.
Garuda 2, roger. Let's move.
But now, if any Ace Combat game deserves a remake or remaster, it's Ace X. I would love to see a console or official multi-platform release for Ace Combat X, just so it can get off the exile that is the PSP. And yes, I know you can emulate it, but I'd rather have an official remaster.
Enemy's got
Because one, it's more. I've always seen that. Well, emulation helps a game live on in its community. Official releases are the ones that expand the community. If you get, if that makes any sense.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Yeah, if not remastered, at least ported. And it wouldn't be that hard to port. No, Ace Combat X, it's one of those hidden gems. Now, originally I had it lower on my list because I had only played it on the PSP and it hurt to play because of the thumb pad. But once I got it emulated, because it's basically the only thing my potato can actually do, I was able to use a Xbox One controller, and oh my god, it is so much better. Just having a controller vastly improves its playability.
Enemy kill confirmed.
Died, Typhoon.
Enemy to one. He's nipping at your tail.
Yeah, they probably would need to upscale the models.
Those tracks are our way into the tunnel.
Hail Hydrate. Welcome, Gun Mage.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you! A swarm of angry hornets are gonna come flying out of there.
Steel gunners have moved in closer to the runway. This mission is going well. Enemy tank destroyed.
Enemy fighter down. Nice moves, Talisman. Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
I haven't heard anything about Ace 8,
They've lost about 60% of their firepower.
I've not been keeping as close a track as I probably should have, so I have no idea. But for Ace 8, I really hope that... Well, I really want to see
Has a lock on you.
an Ace Combat game that, for one, isn't on Usia, and two, doesn't involve Belka or Osea. Let's go to the Varusian continent, or back to Ania, or have new countries. I want new stories to be told.
Lock on.
Because as much as I love Ace 7, it's... I'm getting some Osea and Belka fatigue.
Steel gunners are in critical condition. They've lost close to 80% of their forces. Provide support.
Yeah, I'm having...
Enemy plane in gun range.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
God damn it. Yeah, anyone can contribute max 2K per stream.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Launching missile.
Garuda 1, missile evaded. Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack.
There we go.
I've got lock on.
Talisman is locked on.
Ah, you son of a
Almost in
bitch.
effective range.
Yeah.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Now, I think the spin-off game that I would like to see most of all is the Estevakian Civil War. That has so much lore potential.
Missile missed.
Good God!
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
There we go. Oh, that was
Enemy
more
units
annoying than
have
it
been destroyed.
needed to be.
We've got our runway back.
Eliminate all enemy elements in the vicinity. We have already captured
Is the-
Rafale Air Force Base. Nice work, Steel Gunners. You earned this
Oh,
victory.
there it is.
Continue mission. Some guys still need help out there.
Too high. Lower your nose. Turn right. Guidance limit exceeded. Proceed with visual landing.
I have it.
Impressive, Garuda 1.
Alright. Let's take this.
Garuda 1, you are clear for takeoff.
We're gonna take out Operations Echo and Foxtrot.
Okay, I'm on backup.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Probably should have used the Mavericks instead of the CBUs for that.
I'd say it's about time to switch flags here.
Because that was the closest I've ever come to actually failing Operation A.
There are enemy aircraft providing
Dance the
ESM.
dance. Yep,
You'll be
ding.
in a world of hurt if you let them go.
All personnel, abandon ship. I repeat, all personnel abandon ship. We're going under.
This is weird. I feel like there's something else out here besides the jammers.
Wait a minute. Enemy
Well,
detected
yeah,
high
there's
altitude.
aircraft.
Dragon Busters have lost about 40% of their forces. They can't do this alone.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yes, bagged another enemy.
Eh,
They're jamming the hell out of our signals. Take them down for us.
Enemy jammers reduce our radar
Gotta be
efficiency and
careful
also
when you do
interfere with
gun
missile fire. Be cautious.
strafing runs against the A200s. Because even if they're, once they're destroyed, they're still physically there and you can run into them.
All enemy jammer aircraft have been destroyed. Radar response is back to 100%.
Now we're in. On second thought, we're ahead now. Avalanche, roger that.
All right,
Enemy's
there we
electronic
go.
Support plane.
I needed help on that one because that AWACS always flies above your service ceiling, so you can't maintain lock on it very well.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Launching missile. Enemy plane in gun range.
I've got a lock. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Enemy one, I downed an enemy.
All right, Echo done. We're gonna land and reload.
Talisman, Shamrock, you guys are the greatest.
Why do you think that 6 not so well? It was an Xbox exclusive. That is why it did so
Down to
well.
their last forces. It's a mess down there, Garuda team.
Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Yeah, Xbox exclusive. It didn't sell well in the West because the Xbox fan base didn't have, or there were no Ace Combat fans there, and the PlayStation boys that didn't want to get another console. And in Japan, the Xbox 360 didn't sell well at all, so there was no platform for it. But yeah, if 6 was multi-platform for both the 360 and the PS3, I believe it would have sold very well, because it is a very fun game to play, despite its less than stellar writing. Which I honestly think the story itself is great, it's just the dialogue that sucks.
Missile launched.
Because the story is essentially more or less a reimagining of 4.
This is Captain Ford of the Marigold. We're about to enter the bay and engage enemy ships. Requesting support.
The enemy's got troops on the bridge. Take care of them. You're doing great, Garuda team. Continue on with the mission.
Our deck's been pounded. We're sinking.
Fired.
I also heard that Bamco signed an exclusive deal with the 360. I don't know why.
To the bottom.
They did. So
Watch out, the enemy has a
6
lock on you.
was Xbox exclusive along with the Idolmaster games that came out around that time.
Launching missile.
Because Microsoft is trying to break into the
Connecting
Japanese
ESM for
market.
Garuda 1.
Didn't work.
Try not to hit the bridge, Talisman. It's the pride of our city.
Missile missed.
Oh my god.
Reload the main gun, quick!
Fine.
We have radar lock on.
There you go. Enjoy.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Our enemies at sea have been destroyed. Marigold, start moving into the bay.
Roger that. Moving into the bay at full power.
Yeah. That's why the Idolmasters came on 6. It was part of a cross-promotion.
Missile launched. Warlock Battalion has taken more damage. They've lost about 60% of their forces.
This is Warlock. Is anyone out there? We need
Yeah, don't worry. I will do an Idol Master showcase where I do basically the same thing that I'm doing here, but with the Idol Masters, trying to show them off as best I can in the missions I think would suit them the best. Just gotta get through A7s first. Yeah, little did they know that they become beloved meat.
Fire.
Garuda 1, missile evaded.
We've taken a direct hit port side, unable to advance. We've taken a major hit port side. She's trying to capsize.
Enemy destroyer sent to the bottom.
Stop that American fleet. They're trying to push into the bay. I can see that, Troy. Follow me. We drop down fast and aim for the bridge.
Warlock Battalion is in a crisis situation. They're barely hanging on by a
They'll be fine.
All tanks keep on moving. Keep to the cells until air support arrives.
Shamrock, Fox 2.
Wait for it here. Roger that. I'm on my way. Offer firing afterburner. Go. I'll provide backup.
Radar power. With an open delivery system.
Ow, ow.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Captain, we're about to capsize. Send out the evacuation order.
15th enemy ship has been
How did
destroyed.
those miss? They hit!
I can't eject. How long do we have this
Where did they go? Below the waterline or something?
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Missile struck target.
Alright, we just have aircraft left, so I'm gonna go ahead and reload. That way I'll be ready for Pastor Bastard.
This is Marigold. We passed through the bridge.
Oh yeah, a lot of work went into the DLC for A6. Both the Ace of Aces and all the AC skins. And what I like most about the skins is most of them, especially those that were callbacks to former Stranger Laces. They altered the stats to better reflect that ace. So Mobius 1 has a lot less defense, but he's almost impossible to hit, and his offensive stats are off the chart. So when you fly the Mobius 1 DLC Raptor, you literally feel like you're Mobius 1, or how he should be. Pretty much unstoppable. A one-fighter air force, so to speak.
Dragon Busters are starting to pull out. Operation failed. Radar lock.
All threats posed by enemy ships have been eliminated. Many thanks to Garuda team.
Yeah, blow everything up with the blink of an eye. Just think, if ISAF had a Marian weapons technology,
We go straight along the track towards Central Greece area, then hang a right at the third switch point. Right? Spare me the commentary. I'm doing the driving here. Anyway, there's a little tunnel up ahead where they keep building supplies. There's a...
yeah, if Mobius 1 had
the end of it with the tunnel we dug
a Marian weapons tech,
It's up about a foot and a half from the central bank.
just think of how terrified the Erusians would be.
Enemy forces throughout Grace Maria have been eliminated. Mission accomplished. We've got our capital back.
We finally did it. We've got our city back.
Are you getting it? Not over yet.
Who is this? about?
Corrupt governments in foreign lands are no longer worth fighting to
There he
protect.
is.
There's only one thing worth protecting now,
Unknown aircraft approaching fast. This may be an attack.
and that's the future.
I've got lock on.
Alright,
It's a fighter.
so
A
let's
fast
find
one.
Shamrock.
Missiles approaching at high speed. Multiple missiles approaching. Evade.
It's time to let my sins take reign. This is the inevitable fate you were
Ow!
heralded in.
Shamrock. His nose is... Alright, I need to get some range.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
I can't evade.
There he is. God damn you!
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
This is the one fight that the Strike Eagle struggles with, because XMA-6s aren't exactly the best for a Pasternak fight.
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
Oh, I got a hit.
Lock on. In gun range.
Got some gunshots on him.
Approaching. They're coming fast again.
Eh.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
Die, sucker!
The stricken team has fled to combat airspace. We've won.
He did.
Enemy fighters confirmed destroyed. It's all over. The war is over.
Gale hydrate.
Talisman.
All threats have been eliminated. Our people are rising up.
They've opened up the gate to our
The F-15 Strike Eagle is one of my favorite aircraft in this game. It's my second favorite. First is obviously the Nosferatu. But you can take the Strike Eagle and expect to do well in every single mission in this game.
Ameria, it's finally ours again.
Home sweet home.
The only thing I don't like about it is I wish it had a different or a second
Well, Talisman, it's been some journey.
air-to-air weapon. Because as good as the XMA-6 is, I wish it had something like
And don't forget a bouquet for my
the
daughter.
Sparrow or even the QAAM, because that would help against the against Pastor Bastard. But it is what it is.
Government's too fast. He's up on his road.
Grace Maria is finally free. Great execution of this mission. Where's our good? You two are a part of history.
Alrighty. Next, we head to Rogno Fortress for the Rafale.
Lies wrong.
The Rafale is another fantastic multi-role. Like the Strike Eagle, you could probably play the entire game using only the Rafale and expect to do extremely well, as you can see by my kill counts. So we look at the hex stat. It has a higher mobility than the Strike Eagle, but lower defense and stability. It's got a high air-to-ground, average air-to-air, and slightly above average speed. Carrier-based aircraft known as Squall. Distinguishing characteristics include a flowing delta wing and canard design, and an aerodynamically conformed air intake. Its ergonomically designed cockpit has earned it high regard amongst pilots. The Rafale M offers quick response control thanks to a compact turning radius and agile maneuverability. Its large wing surface provides extra storage space for high-performance missiles and dispenser munitions. This multi-role aircraft is well suited for prolonged or large-scale missions. In real life, the Charlie Eagle, or the F-15C, can fire the Sparrow. The Strike Eagle, though, I don't believe it can. I believe it's only, at least standard air-to-air weapon is the Sidewinder and the AMRAAM. Anyway, the Rafale is armed with 160 R.550 Magic heat-seeking missiles for its standards. It's also armed with the SOD MBDA Scalp EG, which, if you look, is the same model as the LACM in A7. Why it changed from a SOD to a cruise missile, I don't know, but it was probably for the better. It's also armed with the Super 530 semi-active guided missile. It's got 35 of those, and 40 of these. 54 Mika EMs, and last but not least, the most powerful weapon it has, the 40 AM-39 Exocets. And that's what we're going to take.
Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry?
Well, Shamrock
Are we
can
ready
take
to
the
fly with these
beacons.
planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Yeah, it's probably why we don't get the Sparrow and the Strike, or for the Strike Eagle, but I can still hope.
A message to all the Estevakians out there: don't be too disappointed once we shoot down all your toys.
No, I love the Rafale.
I'm gonna present a couple of Golden King medals to Garuda team.
This is actually my preferred anti-ship aircraft.
Don't listen to civilian airwaves during missions. Today's objective is to recapture Ragno Fortress.
Warlock Battalion is on its way to Ragno Fortress. Our plan is to break through the center. This is Windhover. We're prepared to knock out their substations and supply rooms on the water to cripple their forces. This is Yellow Jacket.
And the Rafale is actually my favorite European-made aircraft.
If we can pull this off, Estevakia won't have any trump cards left to play. Use everything you've got.
Once we get over this canyon,
As you can
Great
see, it's
Barrier
got
straight ahead.
a lot of
Gotta win this
mobility.
talisman.
Not as much stability as the Eagle did.
This is Warlock Battalion. We've got the fortress in sight. Take out any enemy tanks on our
Shamrock, kill.
We've got an enemy chopper and we're close. We're gonna get flanked. Damn, I didn't even hear him coming. Get our anti-air guns ready.
Okay.
Shamrock just annihilated those choppers. I say Shamrock kill, and he does.
And kill confirmed.
Yeah, the Tornado doesn't get the Sky Flash because that was a F3 only. This is the GR4.
I gotta eject.
But it's also an attacker, so I can understand why it doesn't have any air-to-air weaponry.
Yes, bagged another enemy.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock. Enemy tank destroyed.
Roger, I'm going in.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
Radar lock.
Although, an interesting note, the Sky Flash isn't a...
Connecting ESM
is
for the
actually
Route
a
1.
semi-active radar guidance, similar to the AIM-7 Sparrow.
Nice kill, Talisman.
But in Ace 5, it was used as an AMRAAM. But I think that was mainly for game purposes because there are a lot of Sparrow aircraft and not enough AMRAAMs, so they're like, we'll just have it be an
Self-propelled
XMA
artillery is
instead
being
of
sent out from
SAAM.
enemy posts in the north and south. They are approaching Warlock Battalion.
Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack.
Fox 2. More self-propelled artillery is being sent out from the enemy posts. Exact number unknown.
8 fucking Harriers. So hard to kill! Luckily, this is the only
Another enemy.
map in
It's
A6
mine.
with Harriers.
Missile struck target. Launching missile.
Our goal is just up ahead. Advance.
Fuck!
Shamrock, Fox 2.
On fire. Ejecting. What's going on? Some chaotic.
Down you go.
We have radar lock on.
You work for those fighters.
I've got lock on.
Ground target destroyed.
Fire in their wings. Dragon, your team is the bait. Lure in those enemy forces. See if they're going down.
Your team is the bait. Do we get to say this? No, you don't. Well, screw you.
Shamrock,
Shit.
roger that.
One more Harrier. Ah, fuck.
Enemy aircraft down.
All Harriers dead. As the Lord intended.
Garuda 1 launched anti-ship missile.
There's an enemy tank battalion in front of the fortress. We're almost within range. Warlock battalion, assume attack formation. We're getting close to that fortress.
Alright, let's make sure that all those howitzers are going.
Advance. Protect this fortress with your lives.
Ground target has been eliminated.
What's up with our anti-aircraft guns? Focus all fire in the center. We can't let them break through. This is Warlock. We're getting killed out here. Send cover now. Our fire support has stopped.
I'm working on it, Warlock. Jesus Christ.
All self-propelled artillery.
So whiny.
Our vehicle storage is completely empty. Can you engage enemy tanks to withdraw? Let's break into that hole. Come on. If we break through from the front like that, we'll get ambushed.
target.
All right. Go.
Firing anti-ship missile. Missile struck target.
Hail hydrate. All right. Deus Volt, Deus Volt. Hello, Floofy. Ah yes, Deus Volt, the cry of paladins everywhere. Alright. Just
Launching
that
missile.
heavy howitzer left.
Enemy vehicle has been destroyed.
Done! Alright, let's go to Bravo and blow up their substations.
This is Shamrock.
Radar.
I've got a visual on the substation facilities.
Those facilities supply power to the fortress. Taking them out will weaken their defenses.
Blowing up substations. Yep. I'm gonna kill the power so they don't have radar.
How am I supposed to fix this while they're raining fire down on me? We've got a power failure in Building 3. Output has decreased a great deal.
Blow up substations. Oh no, your internet crapped out on you. Communications restore ECCM.
Defensive wall confirmed down. Go through that tunnel and destroy all facilities inside the
Principal unit
fortress.
subject. Well, too late. I already blew them all up.
Substation facilities confirmed destroyed. Now take out the rest of those transport routes. Ground target destroyed. Talisman is locked on.
That anti-aircraft gun's history.
Firing anti-ship missile.
Head-to-head gun kills are always so much fun. You can eat yourself with the SOD in 6. I did not know that.
I have him. Garuda 2 launched missile.
I didn't think you could kill yourself with any gun or any weapon. So now you've managed to do something in 6 that I haven't been able to.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. I've got lock on.
Radar lock. Enemy plane down.
Oh. That's funny because I've always... I mean, I'll do that often. and high-speed passes over ships, and I've never hurt myself. So I don't know what you did, but it probably would have been funny.
Missile.
Screw you, XAM. Look how small this airplane is.
Don't worry, it's gonna take more than that to sink us.
It's gonna take more than that to sink us. Boom. Operation B accomplished.
Talisman, you're the man of the hour. Show us some of your best moves. Enemy facility taken out. Surrounding enemy forces have been weakened. Commence attacks on the fortress itself.
Alright, let's go ahead. Reload.
Concentrate all fire on specified targets.
It's definitely a what the fuck number. Yeah, I can imagine.
Garuda 1, commence carrier landing checks. You're clear to land. You're coming in too fast. Ease up on the throttle. You're coming in too fast. Ease up on the throttle.
No, I'm not. I landed. I'm fine.
Garuda 1.
Even though I almost took off again.
Garuda 1, commence carrier landing checks.
Alright.
Garuda 1, you are clear.
Got a fresh load of exocets. Let's take this fortress.
Garuda 1, altitude restrictions have been canceled. Good luck.
I've set coordinates for the first target. Check your radars.
It's time! Leonid Battalion, take action! We're taking back Ragno Fortress.
Ragno Fortress. It's Rogno.
Take aim and fire.
Alright.
Talisman is locked on. Connecting ESM for Garuda 1. Enemy tank destroyed.
Retreat is not an option.
That vehicle is history.
It's not an option.
Yes, that's another enemy.
Ow, ow, ow.
Missile strike confirmed.
That ground target's history.
All squadrons. Restore the fortress in 30 seconds.
Garuda 1, ESM is
Yeah,
active.
those. These 4 gun towers are very mean.
Target hit. Ground target has been eliminated.
Just calm down and aim.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Just take that guy out. God, this mission is so fun.
Lock on. Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
Haven't the radar room been restored yet?
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Box 2.
I forget, does 4 have a take over a fortress or destroy a fortress mission that isn't Megalith?
SAM destroyed.
Because Megalith is more of a super weapon
ESM is
than
active.
fortress, in my opinion.
Missile struck target.
This one's mine. Enemy dead ahead.
Firing anti-ship missile. Ground target destroyed.
We storm in on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Firing anti-ship missile. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. Missile strike confirmed.
That out. Can't forget you.
Woohoo! On to the next one!
Target coordinates have been sent.
Why
This is
that
the last
name?
group.
Because of its shape. Oh, what? Rogno?
Regulus, secure C1, C5. Then Ebola and Algieva. Give me a sit-rep.
Is that what you mean, Nicola? Rogno's name, or Spider? Ah, yeah, I can see it now.
Garuda 1.
That's actually pretty cool.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Enemy plane down.
I don't know if that's on Acepedia
Careful
trivia,
now.
but
The enemy has you on radar.
we can see if we can add that in.
Bandit dead ahead.
That's a pretty good genius bonus there.
This one's mine.
Missile evaded. Missile struck target.
And it would further go to reinforce Ameria's
Enemy in
Italian
Missile
inspirations.
missed its target.
Talisman is locked on. Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Just drop it like a bomb. Boom. Oh yeah. If I have to take a European aircraft, it's going to be the Rafale. I love the Rafale so much.
Careful now. The enemy has
Typhoon
you on
would be my second favorite, followed by the Tornado.
Firing anti-ship
I'm not a
missile.
fan of the Mirage.
SAM kill confirmed.
No, Rafale is such a great
Missile struck
aircraft.
target.
All right, Khaled. Thanks for joining in.
ESM for Garuda 1.
Have a good night. Yes, your baby does have our Lord and Savior RCL, which makes the Ace or the American Typhoon the best Typhoon,
Box 2.
just by default.
Locking on.
Talisman is locked on. Launching missile. Enemy facility was destroyed. All
Alrighty
enemy
then.
forces within Rogno have been destroyed. We have successfully taken back the fortress.
This is Landed Battalion. All areas are secure. We are now in a Stovey-free zone.
Our special forces came in from a different route and have secured the inside. Rogno Fortress is under American control. Mission accomplished. Our special forces can mop up the rest. Head back to base, Garuda team.
We're really on a roll. No one can stop us now.
Well, that was fun. Now for a less fun aircraft. Luckily, the mission I picked for it is
Although Slovakia's just lost all their trump cards.
rather small. For the next one, we're going all the way back to Sipley Field. You're like, why are you going back to Sipley Field? It's a small mission. That's really easy. Like, yeah, no shit. Hey, Starscream.
You've been ordered to start the mission now. The interception op was a success. Enemy air units around Kesset have been weakened.
But the reason for it is the next plane is the F-117A Nighthawk. It is the final attacker. And as you can see from the hex stats, it's definitely an attacker. It's got average defense, average stability, very high air to ground, pretty bad air to air. It's slow as hell and can't turn worth the dime. And grinding on Honkai for hours. Nighthawk is the first fully stealth-capable attack aircraft. Its unique shape and special coating are designed to absorb and reduce enemy radar. Advanced stealth characteristics allow the F-117A to operate freely while evading enemy detection. Although its payload is limited, bunker-penetrating bombs give it formidable pinpoint striking capabilities. A complete deviation from traditional fighter design, the F-117A is a revolutionary attack aircraft designed solely for stealth. And it is armed with, for strange reel only, 130 Sidewinders. The real Nighthawk does not have a gun. Or the capability of firing Sidewinders. It is solely air-to-ground. But for gameplay purposes, they added air-to-air standard weapons. Let's see here. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Also, quick note. The F-117A is actually technically misdesignated. In the United States Air Force and the Navy, the F designation at the beginning is it stands for fighter. This is not a fighter, this is an attack aircraft. Therefore, it should actually be the A-117A. For the attack designate. But a prevailing theory is that the Air Force gave it the fighter designation to throw off the Soviets. So they didn't know what it was. But it's not a fighter, it's an attacker. Anyway, we're also armed with 65 GBU-27 paveway guided penetrating bombs, which are pieces of shit. For some reason, Project Ace has decided to throw these guys in there. We have 15 AIM-9X Sidewinder QAAMs. And then the one we're going to take, 35 AGM-88 Harms.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
And as for Shamrock,
How about my weaponry?
he gonna get the QAMs because
Are
why
we
the
ready
hell
to fly
not?
with these planes?
The Wobbin Goblin.
Garuda team, time to take off.
And we're just gonna... why not? Yeah, this thing is slow.
To all forces, we're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple
So
angles.
bear with me.
This is Warlock Battalion.
Yeah, we went the standard Estevakian for the black skin.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estevakian ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return line if you need supplies. It's at the south end of the airspace.
They've got way more guys than us. Great
Remember when
confidence
an
booster, huh?
F-117
Let's
crashed
get on,
in
Garuda
1986, and it was then that its existence was announced to the world? I mean, yeah, that's probably how one way it would go about. Because people would find the wreckage like, what the fuck is this?
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation.
We have an almighty speed
Garuda
of
1,
800.
ESM is active.
It's about 825 knots.
Enemy facility was destroyed. Lock on.
Back to the grinding, eh? Well, Starscream, may the odds be ever in your favor in your grind quest. That's what they're doing, I know.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
That's the area where there was an explosion. Enemy forces are down to 50%. Keep it up. Fighter pilots, do you read me? Those are some fancy moves. Now take out the rest like that.
Fancy moves, huh? Slow. Play it back at
Ground target destroyed.
0.25 speed. This would take forever.
The enemy's forces are down. Captain, now's our chance. All tanks, focus your fire dead ahead. We're gonna take that gun site.
Radar
See
locked.
how slow that high G turn was? It's like, I don't wanna.
Ground target has been eliminated.
Alright, there's Charlie.
Control of the gun site. Thanks for the air support. Those guys are reliable. Still gunners here, ready to attack main enemy forces from the west.
Roger that. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
The Estevakians may be quiet now, but don't let your guard down. This is Warlock. We're about to contain the main enemy forces across the river. Blast the hell out of anything that...
Ad time, alright. After Simply Field, we'll do ad time so people can
Ghost Eye,
get up,
Garuda team,
stretch
listen
if
up.
they need to.
Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need backup.
So I can give my voice a break.
Looks like they've got some anti-aircraft guns in the mix.
Yeah.
Ready for anything. This is Willow. Steel gunners here. We're in position. Commencing fire support. Right on time, steel gunners. It was the movement to rockets and bombers. Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns. Get with the program. Shoot those planes out of the sky. About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far superior to theirs. This is a disgrace to our country. Retreat is not an option.
Yeah, if you just want a chill
Anti-aircraft
mission,
gun taken out.
the Nighthawk is a pretty good one for that because it forces you to slow down and it's just kind of chill as you snipe enemy ground emplacements. Come on. Come on.
Enemy plane in gun range.
Nice kill.
Even its dogfighting is just chill. Like, yeah, I'm just vibing, man.
Watch out, I'm gonna break hard. My electricity was fried. I've lost monitoring capabilities. Give me a bullseye. Enemy missile launch. Jake.
It's in a screenshot of the weapon on Discord. Oh, awesome. Take a peek at it at the ad break. Come on, come on. Fuck, fuck.
Garuda 1 scored a kill.
There we go. It's Chopper's plane if he was a Marion. Yep. This is the Chopper plane. He's just vibing, man.
Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
Actually, Chopper probably should have been a Marion.
Wave team's got you covered.
Because Ameria's war with Slovakia is completely justified.
Garuda 1, ESM is
And
active.
as soon as they recaptured or liberated all their territory, they didn't invade Slovakia. We just want our home back, man.
It's time to wrap this up. Take them all out. The main enemy battalion has been destroyed. Sweet air cover, boys. Teamwork's a beautiful thing, eh?
Vibe in the back of the coin.
This is Warlock. The main enemy forces are down. We're breaking off the new troop groups to clean up whatever's left.
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow. All planes, move into action against any forces still remaining.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away.
Retreat, link up with the main unit.
Alright, I'm coming. I'll just give me like a year. I'll make it.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
Bye-bye, Mirage.
Bandit on your tail! Shake him off!
I like how the choppers are coming to my cover request. UH-9 versus a Mirage. Let's go.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies. Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
Helicopters are probably quicker. Yeah, they would be. Luckily, the Nighthawk does carry enough harms in order to complete this mission without having to go back to their turn line. So, my god, that would be annoying as hell.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Ding.
This area has been cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
Alright.
Nosedive.
Thanks to your effort, Emirian forces.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take an ad break. Be a 30-second ad, so get what you need, and we'll come back. All right, welcome back, everybody. So for the next aircraft, we're going to Invasion of Grace Maria. And Nugget, I hope you're back. Because it's time for your baby. The Eurofighter Typhoon. The Typhoon is a fighter. And if you look at the hex stats, it clearly favors the air-to-air. Got above average mobility, very high speed, never left, extremely high air-to-air, average stability and average defense, and meh air-to-ground. The Typhoon represents the leading edge of air superiority fighter technology. The close-coupled Delta Canard configuration gives the aircraft its distinct design. Developed by an international consortium, the flexible design ensures that the Typhoon can be modified to answer the fighter needs of all nations involved. The Typhoon fuses maneuverability with precision, providing the pilot with ease of control. Long-range missiles allow it to destroy multiple enemy aircraft while staying out of lock-on range. Whether from a distance or in a dogfight, the Typhoon's robust capabilities assure its dominance in any battle. The Typhoon is armed with 230 AIM-9C Sidewinders. Yeah, even though it's a European aircraft, it does utilize some American made weaponry. Its primary armaments are the XLAA. In this case, the model is the MBDA Meteor, long-range air-to-air missile. It's got 48 of those, 66 AIM-120C AMRAAMs, as well as our Lord and Savior, RCL. The model being the American LAU-68 Delta 70mm 7-shot rocket pods. But it only has 6 of those instead of the A-10's glorious 12. But for this mission, we're going to take the XMA-6.
Garuda team, time to take off.
And we will let the opening cutscene play out. So there you go, Nugget. Enjoy the glory shots of your baby. Do what you always do.
Garuda 1 liftoff. Cerberus team runway clearance granted. Takeoff when ready. All aircraft under airborne command's jurisdiction following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Airborne warning and control system ghost eye to all scrambling defense craft.
I love this cutscene.
Not yet been ascertained. We must implement an emergency reformation.
I just love this
Follow
mission in
individual
general.
instructions. Garuda 1, you do not have a wingman. Let's see. Shamrock. Shamrock, are you alone too? Very well. As of now, you're Garuda 2.
And I think the Amerian skin that I gave Shamrock, I think that's the German modern Luftwaffe skin,
So I'm Garuda 2.
or livery.
Garuda 1, I've got your back. No time for introductions now, though. Go ahead and I'll follow your lead. Never was good with directions anyhow.
Garuda team, you are authorized to engage any hostile aircraft above Grace Maria.
Roger that. May the Golden King smile upon us.
70. I think it's Luftwaffe because in Assault Horizon, one of the liveries you get is that, and it has the German flag and Iron Cross.
Ghost Eye to Garuda 1 Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock. We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
Alright, let's see if we can spawn those Rafales.
The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
They act like they own the sky.
All ships determining enemy forces over the bay. Get those anti-air guns ready for battle.
Focus all anti-aircraft fire on those bombers. Don't let them get any closer.
We interrupt this program for an emergency news report. Grace Maria is currently under attack by unidentified aircraft. The damage apparently extends throughout the entire capital.
Okay, I wanna
Please be safe.
don't wanna get too close.
Got an ID on the invaders.
There we go.
We're engaged
Yeah.
with the Estovakian military.
The Estovakians? Their economy's been in shambles for years. Looks like they finally...
Rafales have been spawned! Alright, now let's go kill things.
The Estovakian threat level has been reduced. You should be able to hold out against them.
Garuda 1, we've almost got them. Let's do this one plane at a time.
Our runway's been bombed to hell. It's totally useless now.
Also, Starscream, if you haven't donated to the challenge, there is a community challenge going on where you, for a A6 run through of the Type 2
Unbelievable. I say we teach
Phoenix
them manners before we kick them out.
DLC skin. Also, the reason why it's 280,000 is because Talisman's number is 28. Yep, a Scarface run. On hard difficulty, no allied support, no SP weapons, no frontline landings. Return lines are acceptable just because I would run out of weapons otherwise.
Garuda team, watch your necks out there. Stick with close-range targets and run them down.
I took a hit. Damn you.
Missile missed its target.
I somehow managed to evacuate everyone. I just hope they don't drop a bomb on us.
Fox 2, Fox 2. We're gonna be split in two. Stand your ground.
Yeah, come on.
So
The enemy has you on radar.
Guys, enemy down. Look at the missile circling around. We're heading for Sector E2. You guys take over here.
Come on.
Fox 2. Enemy aircraft
There we go.
down.
Get him. Hit right once more.
Still gonna avoid the Rafales for now because we need more Allied support for the Stricken Stomp. Because as tradition, we always have to go for the Stricken Stomp.
Damn it, he's right on my tail.
We have radar lock on.
Good work.
I'll take care of this one.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Fox 2.
Alright, I should probably not use any more AMRAAMs.
All airborne tanks have been destroyed. Ghost Eye, how are things on the ground?
Managed to stave them off so far, but we've got to stay on constant
Stricken
alert.
Stomp with Dirty Boots. Spam rams. I've only got 13 left, and if I want to Stricken Stomp, I'm gonna need AMRAAMs. I only need 6 of them.
Here they come. Break.
So we'll kill those, get those easy kills with the Mirage. And then we'll Sidewinder everything else.
Lock on.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
In gun range.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
You don't have anybody to help you out? Oh no.
A miss.
Bye-bye, Falcon.
My canopy's been
Alright, now we'll go after the Rafales.
Time to say your prayers. The enemy fired a missile.
And we're at full Allied support.
Remember one got a kill.
We have radar lock on.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is holding down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovaya Estomachian threat level is even lower now.
Alrighty
Drive
then.
them out of Ameria.
We're ready for that Strigan Stomp. How are you stalling at Mach? Because we were at the service ceiling, Star Crater. High altitude.
What's this? Missiles?
Number 3, your radio's down. Number 3, where are you? Multiple cruise missiles just dented in midair. Half our planes have been wiped off the radar.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
I mean, that's how it should be in real life, but the reason why the game does that is to kind of force you back down to the... You're heading out of the boundary. Now, if you kind of gently go up, it will say stall, but you have complete control of the aircraft. If you go straight up, it will force you down.
Hey, I'm on your side. Isn't your IFF working?
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
This is Strigan 12. Target acquired. Moving to engage. Strigan 4 is down.
What the hell's happening?
Strigan Stomps! Let's say we at least got 4. Can I get 5?
This is Ghost Eye to all planes. Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Grace Maria. Break away from this airspace and head west.
Out of your mind? We can't comply with that order.
We are
If
militarily
anyone
at a
says
huge
no.
disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west.
This is Avalanche. We're not going.
Need like 5 items.
Listen, it's only temporary. The plan is to
Well,
meet up with all
may
remaining
RNG
forces
Jesus
from
be
each
with
area
you, Starscream.
and regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
Alright, we are out of AMRAMs, so we're just gonna head for the hills.
This is Garuda 2 to Garuda 1. We really should get out of here.
Also, trivia note, Invasion Grace Mary is the only mission in all of A6 where you cannot land or rearm and reload or repair.
Garuda team, you're about to exit the combat zone. Maintain your
Everyone
course
else
to
has
leave
either a
airspace.
return line or a frontline landing airfield.
Grace Maria has fallen.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
Reinforcements, stay alert.
Ghost Eye to Garuda
Alrighty.
Our military has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Grace Mary, and our central government
We
has
got an
been
S rank,
usurped
and
by
we
the nation
only got
of
3
Esteban.
Strigans? I
Our
could have sworn we got
forces
4.
remaining on one-
Oh well. Oh, your bounty marks are done. You only have 2 more. It doesn't have the thing you want. Yeah, RN Jesus is a vengeful god. All right, so for the next mission, my least favorite plane in this whole game. We're gonna go to Salumna Peak. Shimmering Death. love the subtitles for these missions. That's right! Your favorite and my least favorite, the Su-47 Berkut. A fighter. Its hex stats are very good, but you all know my reasons why I don't like the Berkut. But it has very high mobility, near max air-to-air, slightly above average speed, slightly above average stability, below average air-to-ground, and average defense. The Berkut is distinguished by its three-surface design, comprised of its forward-swept wings, canard wings, and horizontal stabilizer. The latest in avionics technologies help overcome instabilities inherent in its complex aerodynamics, positioning the Su-47 on the cutting edge of experimental aircraft technology. The Su-47 fighters features superb maneuverability and stability. Equipped with high maneuver missiles, its superiority in a one-on-one aerial conflict is unrivaled. Designed to dominate in a dogfight, is the preeminent fighter. I will agree with it 100%. This is the best 1v1 fighter in the game, especially the Mickey X. However, the problem with it in A6 is that A6 does not really favor 1v1ing strategies. A6 wants, it favors more standoff multi-targeting, which is one reason why I'm not that big of a fan of the Berkut in this game, other than the obvious asymmetry. As we can see, its weapons, it has 270 R-60 aphids for its standard missiles. And then it has the lackluster R-73 Archer QAMs, which, if this was Ace-4's QAMs, it'd be a lot higher because they'd actually do something. But the A6 QAMs are a piece of crap. It has the superb R-27E Alamo, make SAM, 40 Alamos as well as 40 Archers. But this makes it a great sniping aircraft, as well as being able to use the aphids in head-to-head turn and burn dogfighting. But its only air-to-ground weapon is 70 FAB 500 M62 unguided bombs. The problem is the Berkut is not meant to be a bomber, so it's not that great. We're going to be going ahead and starting off with the Alamos, and we'll switch to the Archers for the drones.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes? How about my weaponry?
Actually, Shamrock will get the Archers because his are Ace-4
Are we ready to fly with these planes?
capable.
Garuda team, time to take off.
And we'll start with Snakebit.
Reduce airspeed. Slow down, Garuda 1. Perfect, Garuda 1.
There we go. Donk.
It's like waiting in line for the restroom. Plane 2, check your airband 120.95.
All set, Garuda 1. Disconnect.
Yo, Talisman, save some for the rest of us.
All units, return to formation upon refuel.
Troops are on their way. They're not stupid, you know.
Headwaters here with some great news. Rumor has it that our angels in your cassette have joined up with the American military in Silvat. Oh yeah. They are charging in like rhinos, folks. I think a lot of positive things are about to happen.
Warning. Enemy presence detected on radar. They do exactly what we plan to do. All planes, assume attack formation.
I can hardly see a thing. We've got
Well, there you
mountains
gone.
below us. Watch your altitude, Talisman.
This is David. I'm moving in as close as I can to our fighters to give the best possible support. David to all planes. High-speed aircraft detected. They're approaching this airspace at high altitude.
Ghost Eye to Snake Pit. Keep close tabs on their movement.
Marine team, you saved our hides. Now help us drive out the rest.
Eh.
There's something about those moves. Something I saw back in Grace Maria. Marine team, I'm trying
There we go.
shoot down all enemy planes moving in close to me. If you're within ESM range, our forces on the ground can give you cover. That should work in your favor, Teague.
Now this thing, when you high G, it can almost post stall. Just like the flanker can.
Those Stowies have quite an air force. Just look at that coordination.
Talisman, you have a bandit on your tail.
Yeah, I have a bandit on my tail. Get it off my tail.
We have radar lock on.
Fortunately, the Bearcoot lacks the flanker's speed,
Garuda 1, Fox
so it has a harder time chasing down things. Stowies are on their way. Ow!
2. Missile struck target. Warning, incoming missile.
Nice shot! Half our forces are down. All planes, don't fire alone. Fly in formation. Marine team, looks like my support's coming in handy. Now take out the rest of them.
Nice plan fire. Thank you, Nugget.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Get him! Hit right once more! Who the hell is flying that thing?
Garuda 1 evaded the missile.
Talisman has locked on.
Another one of our planes is down. Captain, we can't take much more of this. The enemy's getting soft. Keep pounding away at them.
There you go.
Do they really think they'll get away like this? I'll bring them all down.
Come on. Come on. Ow, you fucker.
Electrical systems fried. I've lost monitoring capabilities. Enemy formation after our forces
All right.
calm down.
Go with Delta.
Into cover.
And launch it, and then we'll...
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
This is really the only vanilla livery for the Bearcat I actually like.
Don't worry, I'll shake him.
I mean, the best one's Gold, but that's DLC, and I'm not doing DLC. Oh yeah, Salumna Peak is... I love the landscape.
Bandit dead ahead. This one's mine. It missed. This is Sky Kid. Target acquired. All enemy planes are going down right here, right now. What's up, Roger? Visibility is terrible. Watch your altitude. We've got aircraft coming on our radar. Coming in high and fast. A supersonic bomber. They seem to be on course to Quas Battalion.
Alright, let's take out those XB-70s. We got the perfect sniping weapon.
Don't get too close. You're gonna hit the mountains. Watch your altitude. Damn, I really handled it.
Those Alamos. Alright, we are on target.
Fox 2. Looks like they've got fighters mixed up with the jammers. I'll deal with the fighters, and you take care of the jammers. I think you're caught up in a jammer's web. Fly carefully. Things aren't as they seem.
Talisman is locked on.
I'll take care of this one. We got jammers mixed in with us. I'll take them all out.
Enemy jammers are set up to reduce our
Since
missile
the
radar capabilities.
best
Watch
intercept point is basically with the jammers anyway.
Don't forget they have escorts.
Figure might as well do them both. While we wait.
Enemy bombers has penetrated our airspace. This one looks on course for Quas Battalion 2.
out. First enemy bomber down. Enemy aircraft downed. Second jammer
Avalanche.
down.
Hey, be nice to Avalanche. Avalanche is cool.
Just like that. How come the jammers aren't phasing us? Millions of a new special weapon missile went off target. Damn. They're jamming our radar. Third wave of enemy bombers has penetrated the airspace. Won't these guys ever quit? All tanks, spread yourselves out and they'll take us all out at once. Fox 2, Fox 2. Nice kill.
And all the bombers are gone.
Radar look like? Woo, that's awesome. Corona phased the day again. Look out, missiles closing in formation. I don't want any collisions. Unit 2 fired. Missile missed its target. Got a lock. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Enemy plane in gun range.
Nice kill, Talisman. How did you miss? My radar hasn't cleared up. Are there still jammers out here?
Well, yeah. Look for the giant green blotches.
Once more. I'm tailing him.
Fox 1, Fox 1. Third jammer down. Radar lock.
missions.
Target hit. Fourth jammer
And
down.
by the later stages of the missions, there's just so many aircraft in formation with you that it's just like, ah, we're gonna die.
Enemy plane down. Fifth jammer down.
I got it checked.
96.
We have the upper hand. If you do, you're liable to be shot down. Damn. My radar's all clear. Seems like those jammers are down. Quite a feat under those conditions. Roger. All forces ordered to evacuate. Make away from the airspace.
What the? The enemy's starting to back off.
We're gonna let those go.
They won't get far. The chase is on.
Okay, I'll take him out.
Shamrock, kill.
Fire! Try and evade that.
We need to reload and rearm. Because the QAMs are better than the Sparrow, or the Archers are better than the Alamos when it comes to the drones. And then after this, we'll only have 2 more aircraft to do.
I've got
So
something on
place your
radar.
bets on what missions the Raptor
Multiple
and
small
the
objects flying at slow speed through the
Nosferatu are going to be showcased in.
Small, big, bring 'em on.
airspace. Other aircraft are... Wait a minute.
Or the
Warning,
Archers better
cruise
at the
missiles
Alamo.
incoming. All planes break.
Ha 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 ha. Funny.
Missile hit at 3 o'clock. All aircraft stay sharp. Look out.
Those are the same missiles used to wipe out Grace Maria.
The Nimbus is unstoppable. Ion, continue to engage.
All planes, cancel offensive and retreat. Garuda team, escort our plane.
Dad joke alert. Yep. Well, you are a dad, so I guess you're entitled. Nosferatu and Chandelier. Okay. What about the Raptor?
1 mile to touchdown. You're too high. Lower your nose. You're coming in too fast. Ease up on the throttle. You're coming in too fast. Ease up on the throttle. Perfect, Garuda 1.
If you guys can guess both, I'll go ahead and donate to the community challenge as well, if I'm able to. We've got one guess for Nosferatu. Your baby in Guardian Grace Mary. Do you mean invasion, liberation, or patrol?
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Because there's 3 Grace Marys. Yes. You have to pick one, Starscream. Patrol?
Garuda 1, altitude restrictions have been canceled. Good luck.
You got it half right.
Cancel offensive and retreat. Garuda
Chandelier
team, escort our
is
planes
going
out
to
of
be
there.
for the Nosferatu, but the Raptor is not
We're supposed to defend that.
Grace Mary Patrol.
Their missiles are
It
being
is a
guided
Grace
by
Mary
observation planes.
mission,
Shoot
though.
them down and the attacks will subside.
So I will give you
Each
that.
missile's estimated range of impact shows up on radar. The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range. Garuda team, shoot down those observation planes. You've got to hold out until all our forces have been safely evacuated.
Nope, not invasion. It's going to be liberation.
Talisman is locked on. Garuda 1 launched missile.
Well, didn't you want to see the Raptor go up against Pastor
Missile
Master?
missed.
Yes.
Observation craft remaining.
These guys are unmanned.
No, I had it planned out.
Garuda 1 launched
It was always
missile.
going to be liberation.
Target down.
Mine.
About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your
It's
guard up.
nice.
Ghost Eye, have those planes evacuated yet?
Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete.
We've lost weapon drones 01 and 04. Revising the pattern of 03 through 09.
Whoop.
Range of impact confirmed on radar. The observation plane must be right in there. Five observation craft remaining.
Boom.
We have radar lock on. Target down. 4 observation craft remaining. Three observation craft remaining.
If only we could have shot them down at Grace Maria.
Fox 2.
This is going to be a pain in the butt with the Scarface run.
Missile missed its target.
Heavy control 09. I'll pilot it manually.
2 observation craft remaining. Just 1 observation craft remaining. All operation planes are down.
Alpha strike.
Routine.
I guess we managed to pull it off. We've got to do something about those missiles, or there won't be a Grace Maria to get back to.
Alrighty. 2 more aircraft
Stupid's on
left.
their way. They're not stupid, you know.
Thanks to your great cover, our troops were able to get
Oh,
through
I
the peaks
can't
of Salunda
contribute
with only
anyway.
minimal
I was
damage
gonna
suffered.
put
Our
in
unit is within
1,000,
range
but
of enemy cruise missile attacks for this mission.
I can't.
We're doing all we can to gather intelligence
Oh,
on the
well.
invasion and are mulling strategy options. Wait for the order to come in.
Alright, so Liberation of Grace Maria. For the F-22 Raptor. The F-22 Raptor is the last of the real-life fighters. If you look at its hex stats, it is basically going to be the apex predator. You've got high mobility, very high speed, max air-to-air, high stability, average defense, and believe it or not, average air-to-ground. The F-22 is a composite of the latest technologies, including the ability to cruise at supersonic speeds. This ultra-powerful 5th-generation fighter is aptly titled Air Dominance Fighter. Commanding powerful thrust and stealth technologies, the F-22A represents the leading edge of aircraft technology. As well as being dispenser munitions capable, high-performance missiles allow it to attack from beyond the range of enemy aircraft. Geared perfectly for aerial combat missions, the F-22A is a powerful preemptive fighter. And yeah, most of the F-22's weapons systems, both in this game and in real life, are standoff, meaning it is designed primarily to get beyond visual range kills. However, it's not called an air supremacy fighter for nothing. This thing can turn and burn with the best of them. While not as good as a flanker or a Bearcat, on average, Raptor pilots are better caliber than their Soviet counterparts, so they can push their craft further than their Russian counterparts. We are equipped with 250 AIM-9C Sidewinders for standard missiles. We also come equipped with 72 AMRAAMs, or AM-120 AMRAAMs, 40 AIM-9X Sidewinder QAMs, and while this is not the correct model for it, I couldn't find the actual model because the real-life F-22 never had SODs. It was a prototype conceivement, but that was primarily scrapped for other weaponry. The bomblets that we see in A7. So, but what these would have been would be based off the AGM-154 JSWs. So we're just going to say that they're a modified version of that. And we get 55 of them.
Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda
All
team,
right.
time to take off.
Raptor time, let's go. And I love the SP livery. Look at that. It's so
We're gonna
beautiful.
take back Gracemeria today.
Ghost Eye, if you want us to wait, now's the time to intervene.
I couldn't get your own mothers to stop you now. All planes, assume attack formation. Take them all.
Garuda 2, roger. Let's move.
SOD launched.
We're gonna take back our runway. Garuda team, requesting support.
Enemy aircraft approaching. Be careful.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you. Shamrock's engaging. Enemy's got a SAM.
Garuda 1, destroy enemy aircraft.
Kaboom! And the SODs are pretty good in this game if you line it up right.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Of course, if you line it up wrong, then, well, it sucks for you. Ow. And yeah, the Raptor can almost PSM as well.
Mission is going smoothly. Steel gunners have approached the runway.
Just like it's the Russian counterparts.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
There he is. Those tracks are our way into the tunnel.
Missile struck target. Ground target destroyed.
A swarm of
Kill the
angry
gun
hornets are gonna
tower.
come flying out of there.
Steel gunners have moved in closer to the runway. This mission is going well.
I love getting gun kills in this game.
Enemy plane in gun range.
Ah, damn it. Let's get rid of the
Enemy tank has been destroyed. Garuda 1, Fox 2. Talisman
Gonna
is
head out.
locked on.
Alright. Thanks for
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
watching Star Crater. Alright. Come here, Eagle. Maewa.
Kill
Oh,
confirmed.
Shinderu.
That makes one kill for Garuda 1. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Nani?
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Bye-bye. Operation A complete.
All enemy units have been destroyed. We've got our runway back.
Okay, let's land, rearm with AMRAAMs, and we'll go ahead and take out the jammers and the AWACS.
Victory.
Continue mission. Some guys still need help out there.
Come on, come on, come on, slow down, slow down, slow down. Make it. Ha! We made it, we made it, we made it! Oh, that was close. Love this music, by the way. I know I've said it before, but it's such a great track. Huge amateur. I will make you suffer.
Radar lock. Garuda 1, Fox 3.
There's been a large explosion in Value E2. Fox, the F-15E has gone under.
There are enemy aircraft providing ESM. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
All personnel, abandon ship.
Come on.
All personnel, abandon ship. We're going under.
Avalanche they're jamming the hell out of our signals. Take them down for us.
Enemy jammers reduce our radar efficiency and also interfere with missile fire. Be cautious.
I took a hit.
There you go.
I feel like there's something else out here besides the jammers.
Wait a minute. Enemy detected at high altitude.
Initiate fire at 3 o'clock.
Crush the foundation first. Aim for the flagship. My radar is responding. It's not 100%, but it's getting better.
So many missiles after me. Oh god.
Why shake me off?
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you! We should be able to pull this off even without our jammers.
Where's the last? There it is. Nope.
Missile launch! Jake! Press them hard. Don't leave holes that'll not get around our position.
Dragon Busters have lost about 40% of their forces. They can't do this alone. Missile strike.
There we go.
All enemy jammer aircraft have been destroyed. Radar response is back to 100%.
Now we're even. On second thought, we're ahead now. Okay, I'll take him out.
Kill!
Avalanche here. Roger that. I'll be out.
Ow.
Sky Kid.
There we go.
Here goes. This is Blizzard. Back in
Shoot down the enemy's electronic support plane.
Initiating attack. Shamrock,
Done.
roger that. We've recaptured the central station vicinity. I'd say it's about time to switch flags here. No! It's those pirates they call the Rafale. We have recaptured the castle. I repeat, we have recaptured the castle. We've got explosives and severed wires here. What's with all this graffiti? It says, go dance with the angels. Whoever wrote this needs a lesson in penmanship.
Come on.
Okay, right, once more. Help is here. Roger, right. Getting ready to light support. Support going up.
Die.
Enemy fighter destroyed. That's your ninth one. Keep it up.
Alright.
Mission accomplished.
Go ahead and reload with SODs again.
Talisman,
And then
Shamrock,
we'll,
you guys are the greatest.
help out Marigold.
Dragon Busters are down to their last forces. It's a mess down there, Garuda team.
They'll be fine. It's not like they're OCing. find that cruiser.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
This is Captain Ford, Marigold. We're about to enter the bay and engage enemy ships. Requesting support.
The enemy's got troops on the bridge. Take care of them. You're doing great, Garuda team. Continue on with the mission.
Dragon Busters here. We're almost to the captain's building.
You're doing a great job. Continue on with the mission and stay sharp.
Garuda 1,
This is so
missile
much
evaded.
fun.
Enemy destroyer sunk. Our enemies at sea have been destroyed. Marigold, start moving into the bay.
Roger that. Moving into the bay at full power. I confirmed another enemy ship sent to the bottom.
The Stovies really messed up our city. Just look at this place.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Try not to hit the bridge, Talisman. It's the pride of our city.
I thought the Golden King was the pride of our city.
Enemy destroyer sent to the bottom. Enemy hit.
We've taken a direct hit port side, unable to advance. We've taken a major hit port side.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
I was finding it funny that these Stovies are using Russian ships, except for that battleship,
Enemy cruiser sunk.
which is an Iowa
Battalion has
class.
taken more damage. They've lost about 60% of their forces.
Warlock, is anyone out there? We need support over here.
Captain, we're about to capsize. Send out the evacuation order.
70% of the Slovakian fleet is now destroyed. The Marigold's operation is going well. 15th enemy ship has been
And that's
destroyed.
also a Nimitz class carrier, I think.
We've secured all American troops confined to the recaptured facility. Looks like they turned this place into a prison camp. We've also taken another one, and they're on our way to release the prisoners.
Missile struck target.
We're gonna stop the enemy.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Mission command.
There we go.
3, 7, and 8 are almost completely destroyed. We're finished.
Radar lock.
Starscream, I'm not worried about gun damage.
Retreat is not an option.
Besides, I can always repair that.
Last man.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Warlock Battalion is in a crisis situation. We're barely hanging on by a thread.
Power. We're gonna open the way with a missile volley.
All tanks, keep on moving. Keep to the shadows until air support arrives.
Marigold, we passed through the bridge unharmed. Advancing forward.
I shook off the missile.
Weapon impact confirmed.
Jesus. The carrier's tough. You're adding him up.
Got lock on.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Starscream, I'm not gonna let the Raptor die. But gun damage is a thing.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Garuda 1's plane is damaged.
Damn flak.
Get him! Get right once more!
All threats posed by enemy ships have been eliminated.
Alright, let's go land and equip with QAMs.
Second flagship Marigold to all forces.
17%, it'll buff out. Well, it's 52 now, but you know. That's what the landing strip is for.
We go straight along the track towards central Greece Area.
Shamrock, what's that? See? 0%. Good as new.
I'm doing the driving here. Anyway, there's a little tunnel up ahead where they keep building supplies. There's a doughy wall at the end of it with the tunnel we dug on the
What? I don't see any damage. Do you see any damage? 0%. Good as new. Besides, you know how much damage I had my real-life baby in this game take? I think I got up to 90.
Forgive me.
Enemy forces throughout Grace Maria have been eliminated. Mission accomplished. We've got our capital back.
We finally did it. We've got our city back.
Are you getting it? Not over yet.
Who is this?
The real war has just begun.
Who the hell is this? What are you talking about?
This bastard neck.
Corrupt governments and foreign lands are no longer worth fighting to protect. There's only one thing we're
Shamrock,
doing
kill!
now.
Unknown aircraft approaching fast. This may be an attack.
And that's the future.
Fire, fire.
Fire! Try and evade that.
It's a fighter. A fast one.
I can't evade them.
I think he actually shot down some of the ADMMs
Missiles
by...
approaching at high speed. Multiple missiles approaching. Evade.
I missed.
Shamrock, lead me to him.
I've got lock on.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
God damn it. Hold still, you bastard.
Fired. Bullseye.
We have radar lock on.
Ah,
Missiles approaching. They're coming
Back
fast
here.
again. Enemy at 6 o'clock.
there we go.
Fire, fire. Missile strike confirmed.
It's time to let my sins take wane. This is the inevitable fate of Ulysses heralded in.
Ah, there we go. Got some good damage on him. Back here. Ah, fuck you.
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
Bandit dead ahead.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Talisman is locked on.
Lock on. Missile missed its target.
Stop with the ADMM spamming. That's my job. Ow. almost dead. Kill!
We have radar lock on. Launching missile.
Boom!
The stricken team has fled to combat airspace. We've won.
Woo!
Enemy fighters confirmed destroyed. It's all over. The war is over. Talisman! All threats have been eliminated. Our people are rising up.
They've opened up the gate to our city. We've got the Garuda team to thank for this.
Now we just got one more aircraft left.
Crack it open and celebrate.
My baby.
Garuda team.
We took her back! We did it! Ameria, it's finally ours again! Home sweet home!
Yapa! Ura!
Well, Talisman, it's been some journey. That's our finish line right down there, boys. My house. I think you'll like my wife's quiche. And don't forget a bouquet for my daughter.
The enemy's got troops on the bridge. Take care.
Alrighty. We're so close.
Grace Maria is
One more,
great
just
power
stick
goods.
with me.
You two are a part of his.
Stick with me. The final mission and the final aircraft. Chandelier. Oh, the pain, Shamrock. Yeah. He needs noms. Do you guys need me to trigger a 30-second ad break so you can get noms? Because I can do that. Actually, I think I'll do that too because I'm gonna need a quick break. So we'll do a 30-second ad break and then we'll be right back for the final aircraft. So I'll see you back in 30. Alright, we are back with the CFA-44 Nosferatu. She's a fighter, although more accurately she's a multi-role. But in this game she's considered a fighter. She is the pride and joy of Estevakia. And as you can see from my Killer silhouettes, I use it a lot. If we look at her hex stats, she has near max mobility, max air-to-air, near max air-to-ground, and very high speed. However, her defense and her stability are below average. She's primarily built, like the Raptor, to be a standoff aircraft, take out lots of targets from longer range, but she does have the capability of getting in there and dogfighting, just in her own way. More verticality than turn and burn. The Nosferatu is Estavakia's next-generation carrier-based stealth aircraft. Various onboard experimental weapon technologies include a railgun, 80mm missiles, and a fully integrated electronic support system. In the hands of experienced pilot, this aircraft truly knows no bounds. Complete dominance over all other aircraft in speed, acceleration, and maneuverability is hindered only by its instability. Outfitted with the latest in experimental weaponry, it knows no match in strength from land or air. The aircraft's true potential can only be achieved by the technologically minded ace with the battle skills to match. Yeah, that's why it stalls. It has low stability. It's also heavy as hell, because it's carrying 3 extremely heavy weapons. But its firepower more than makes up for it. Speaking of firepower, it is armed with 300 R-60 aphid heat-seeking standard missiles. 18 salvos worth of the ADMM Inferno. And by the way, all 3 of these special weapons have canonical names. Sly pointed it out to me on Aces at War 2019. So the ADMM, the All-Direction Multipurpose Missile, this is the Inferno. Although hindered by a slight initial deployment delay, its extensive firing range combined with the ability to simultaneously launch 12 independent warheads means the ADMM possesses the firepower to change the tide of battle with a single shot. This ultra-compact missile represents the latest in multiple target tracking technology. We also are armed with 24 shots of the rapid-fire Purgatorio electromagnetic launcher. This easy-to-aim, unguided weapon employs long-range, ultra-high-velocity munitions. With training, this advanced weapon offers unparalleled destructive potential. A miniaturized combat railgun, also referred to as an electromagnetic launcher. The EML utilizes electromagnetism to propel munitions along a conduction rail at extremely high velocity. Future revisions offer much promise for current practical battery limitations and rail size. And finally, we have 36 charges of the ECM pod known as Cocytus. Yeah, Italian words, I know. And this is coming from Estavakia, which is primarily Slavic-based. Although you could say Albanian, which is both Slavic and Italian influences. Although Nosferatu is more Romanian. But, you know, whatever. I almost half expected the ECM to be Paradiso for the complete Divine Comedy. But anyway, we're gonna take the Inferno.
Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these
As is
planes?
Shamrock.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Be Croatia? Alright. I know Albania was an Italian province, whether forcibly occupied or not, during World War II.
What a view.
Yeah, Croatia would have a lot of Italian influence too. Ah, I'm so happy to be flying my baby.
Can you hear me? I'd like to
I
say
love
hello
this livery for it.
to all
The
American
SP
Air Force
skin.
pilots in the northern sky.
What the? Whose voice is that?
I'm just a civilian. My name's Melissa Herman.
I think it's coming from Grace Maria's radio station. Hey, we're in a war zone here.
I don't know a whole
Okay,
lot
so
about
Albania
war,
was occupied.
but
Gotcha.
there's something I need to tell you.
This airband is reserved for wartime defense purposes.
Please, pilot, listen to my mom. She has something important to say.
Might as well hear
See if
what
we
she
can get
has
the
to say.
chandelier before the cutscene triggers.
Please, trust me on this. The Slovakian military has that battery, and it can't be destroyed.
She might be trying to disrupt our plans. I better contact Grace Maria base.
Wait! Let's hear her out first.
But that's when its construction was completed.
There's Sandy.
Recover to optimum cooling. We can resume with launching. Roger.
Sounds like
Resume attacks immediately.
Be nice, Nugget. Matilda didn't do anything wrong. She's a child. Now, Melissa, on the other hand, she can go dance with the angels. Yeah, the Italians during World War II, no offense, but yeah, you're right. They were disorganized, to say the least. I think by a combination of incompetent leadership up at the top and I'm pretty sure just a lack of enthusiasm toward the war in general from the general populace. And by the time that the Allies arrived in Italy,
Radar warning.
I think the Italian resistance was
Can you hear me?
gaining a lot of strength, so...
Points are its cooling units. If you can destroy those, it'll heat up and collapse on its own. Not only that, even if they get those heat thingies, there's also a backup. They have to get that too.
Do you two have any proof of this?
We're trying to get you the data. The radio station's crew is sending it now.
Data received. Hold on here. Ma'am, how did you get a hold of this?
I got it from a flight instructor, the Slovakian Air Force. His name is Lieutenant Colonel Wojtek.
Go
Try and
ahead,
hit me.
Ghost Guy. Send me a copy of that.
Roger.
Fear
All
ball and
planes.
chain for
I'm
Germans.
sending you
Yep.
data concerning the
You
enemy's
guys
weapon
were.
capabilities.
And for that, we thank you.
Got it. Whoa.
No, the Allies would have had a lot harder time in Europe if it weren't for the Italian and French resistances. Along with the Russians. I mean, I despise Stalin, but the Russians did it. I mean, they bore a lot of the brunt in Europe.
Garuda 2, roger.
Wind cover here. Roger that. Avalanche here. Roger that. Dispatcher here. Roger that.
Time for launch. Initiating loading.
Ow.
Cruise missile! They've just initiated the launch sequence.
Those huge missiles are being carried through a gunner into the gun barrel. So this is what they use to try and blast that gunner.
100 normal. We have an even more accurate present for them.
There's a defensive barrier covering the target. That thing's not gonna budge under a few attacks.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock.
Garuda 1, drive.
Enemy destroyer sent to the bottom.
Damn it, he's right on my tail.
Now, I'm not really as familiar with the Italian contributions in World War I. I know they were on the side of the Entente, aka the Allies. But,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
Launch of enemy cruise missile confirmed. It's headed straight for Grace Maria.
God, that Shandy launching is, or firing, looks so beautiful.
Warning, incoming missile.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
Fifth one down.
Shamrock
Cooling
kill.
unit number 5 is destroyed. Missile evaded.
Scored a kill.
He's still on me.
Woohoo!
Preparing Staros for launch. Initiating loading.
Cruise missile. They've just initiated the launch sequence. Enemy destroyer sunk.
Nice shot, Talisman.
Now that's a lot of damage.
How far do the Americans intend to go with this humiliation of our country?
As far as I can.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
That Sam is history. I have him.
Missile strike confirmed.
A missile.
They transitioned to the Super Hornet? No, I did not hear that. Ah, damn it! I looked at chat. Fuck. Oh well. Fucking Aegis.
All planes, let's move out.
Roger.
Wind cover here. Roger that. Avalanche here. Roger that. Blizzard, initiate action here. Roger that.
Preparing Staros for launch. Initiating loading.
Cruise missile. They've just initiated the launch sequence.
Those huge missiles are being carried through a gutter into the gun barrel. This is what these obscuring blasts.
Aegises are deadly.
There's a defensive barrier covering the target. That thing's not gonna budge under a few attacks.
Don't worry, I'll shake him. The tide is turned. So experience just how flawless they are.
Ow, flak.
Garuda 1, drive.
It's only a scratch. I'm still flying.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Kill.
We have radar lock on.
Careful now.
Ow.
The enemy has you on radar.
Loaded and ready to launch. Soros launch in 5, 4,
That ain't gonna buff out.
2, 1, launch.
Fucking flak!
Launch of enemy cruise missile confirmed. It's headed straight for Grace Maria. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Keep the power balance at an equal level. Maintain speed at 30 knots.
Alright.
Preparing
Yep, 93%. So you can't give me shit about how I treated the Raptor, Starscream. I've got my own baby killed.
Garuda 1, Fox 2. Ground target destroyed.
Nice shot, Talisman. We've almost got it.
Yeah. I'll read that in a bit, Nick. I'm a little busy.
Soros launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
That anti-aircraft gun's history.
Take out those cruise missiles before they get them loaded.
Alright. Yeah.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Missile struck target. Target data confirmed. There's one left.
There we go.
Repeat, only one remaining.
Although I am gonna go to the return line after I kill this, because those towers are gonna rip me to shreds.
Talisman is locked on.
Enemy dead ahead. Is that it?
That monster's got a backup unit, an extra cooling unit.
The little girl was
Look
right.
at it being
That
on
thing
fire.
still isn't dead.
Thermoscan data confirmed. I don't believe this.
Scan data received. This is where its backup cooling unit is? The backup cooling unit's inside the battery. We can't destroy this. We can't even get close enough with that artillery on our butts. Leave this to me. I'll move in for a closer look. Don't be stupid, Shamrock.
Garuda 1, commence. Garuda 1, you are cleared for...
Alright.
Shamrock, you'll be full of holes before you can get close. This is Garuda 2.
That's better.
I'm going in alone at low altitude.
Garuda 2, that's too dangerous.
I know it's dangerous, but it's time for me to dance with the angels.
Almost there. Just a little further. Gotcha. Did you get the data?
Data confirmed. Now pull up, Garuda 2.
I do like that this cuts the whole cutscene thing with this.
I'm losing thrust. But maybe I won't need it.
Shamrock, don't you dare lose that plane. That's my baby.
Let's see what these angel wings can do.
Damn it.
Shamrock, you're off radar.
Shamrock! Respond! Marcus! Marcus!
Shamrock is down.
All planes, get in there and save him! Shamrock is alive! He's gotta be alive!
Ghost Eye!
He owes me money!
The backup cooling unit is inside the battery. Take a look at the bottom. Moving to dive down into the battery. I'm gonna take out that backup cooling unit.
Preparing Soros for launch.
Alright. Let's take care of those first. Because fuck those. All right.
The Charles is fully loaded and ready to launch. So launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
Oh, nugget.
Backup cooling units destroyed. We did it. We finally got it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I almost pulled up too soon there.
No, not quite. Now what? Its barrel just opened up. That ugly thing's starting to heat up on the barrel.
Its vital area is back behind the barrel. Talisman, I can trust you with this, right?
Yeah. Keep me covered. Uh-oh. Phoenix, if you're still in the chat, I need to shoot down a spammer. Thank you, Phoenix. And Scry. Yeah. 2 mods in the chat. It's always nice to have those. Yep. Dual strike. Perfect formation, just like Mihai's. And there we go! With that, the showcase is complete. I'm with Phoenix. There's no such thing as overkill when it comes to spammers. Send a fireball. Well, I appreciate the fireballs, Lady Scry. Yeah, I'm a Mary, and I don't believe in overkill.
It's the end of the war.
And by that I mean, I don't believe there is such a thing as overkill. Poor Starscream. Look at that beauty shot. That is such a sexy plane.
Look, Talisman, the sun's coming up. Even after the darkest nights, morning always comes. Those we've lost gave their lives to bring the morning light. Living this day to the fullest is the highest tribute we can offer to their memory. Now come on, let's get back
Sleepy
home.
fireballs were very effective, Scry. Maximum damage. Alright, and with that, the Ace Combat 6 American Aircraft Showcase is complete. And we got an S rank for that. So tomorrow is Mass Effect 1, the finale. We're going to start with Ilos and go all the way to the end of the game. There'll be one major decision left, and that will be deciding the fate of the Council. So make sure you tune in for that, because the Council's fate is up to you guys. Then in Dragon's Dogma on Monday, we go against the Dragon Grigori. The one that ripped out our heart at the beginning of the game. So we're going to get a little bit of payback. Yes, it does. Mainly because the Council will be on the Destiny Ascension. And if we lose the Council, we lose the Destiny Ascension. And the Destiny Ascension is worth a lot of war assets. But the Council themselves are replaceable. I'm not sure about the corruption that may or may not come through. But I do know that the Destiny Ascension herself is worth a lot of war assets. But again, that you can get the gilded ending without the Council surviving. So don't let that affect your vote. But anyway, let's see here. On Tuesday, we head into the northern, or the center part of the island of Tsushima. In Ghost of Tsushima. Wednesday, more Raz and Floof. We go meet the Slab King. Thursday is the Torres saga, as Talisman goes against his craziest foe yet. And then next week, we've finished the Ace 6 and Ace 5 showcases. Now it's time for Ace 7. So Friday will be the Ace 7 showcase, where we will go through the first section of American aircraft. So hope you tune in for that. Thank you all for joining me. And I don't have anybody we can raid, so with that, I will bid you adieu. And may the Golden King smile upon you.